So I had a question for you. Um, where is there the evidence that evolution is locally real?
What does locally real mean?
You said, what does locally real mean?
Yeah.
It's well, science has shown that, for instance, in nature, death by experiment for local realism, and that just means that it violates the principle of locality and the principle of realism. With quantum entanglement, if you had two, say, pool balls that were quantum in nature, and you had them at two different ends of the pool table, you turn one clockwise, the other counterclockwise,
Yeah,
and they
I know
don't
what
have to
entanglement
touch.
is.
And they don't have to touch. That's violation of locality, what Einstein calls spooky action at a distance. Realism is just saying if I go test a subatomic particle like electron, it's either spin up or spin down. And before I measure it, there's not any hidden variable that says it's going to be spin up or spin down when I measure it. So that violates realism. And they had a recent Nobel Prize winners here. The universe is not locally real, and physics Nobel Prize winners proved it. So if the universe is not locally real, then how is evolution locally real and not just come out of some sort of primordial mud soup, whatever, instead of being
Well, I mean,
a
forget
product,
evolution. You're not
instead of
even
being,
real.
instead of being a product of information,
Yeah.
instead of being a product of you have all this encoding, decoding information in the genome, and it has to. Evolution does explain the origin information and things like that.
Well, it's not
But it
designed
just
to.
may. But I'm just saying it's if it's not locally real, then it can't come from some primordial soup. And what they're saying is, what these scientists are saying is that space time, for instance, is an error correcting code. So
Space
that means,
time. I don't think
yeah,
anybody's. I've never heard anybody say that.
you never heard anybody say that?
No.
I don't know how to.
Hello? Are you still
Yeah,
there?
right there.
Oh, okay.
You see that? Yeah, you can look up this article here. There's plenty of them. How space and time could be a quantum error correcting code. The same
Okay.
code needed to thwart
Isn't
errors in
this?
quantum computing.
Aren't these just like based off of like mathematical proofs, though?
No, it goes a lot deeper because if what they're saying that it's an error correcting code in three dimensions,
If
and that space time breaks down quantum entanglement. For instance, you
yeah,
have
but
physicists say,
these are just based on these are like mathematical hypotheticals. They're you can
no,
make mathematical proofs around them, but that
they
doesn't.
based on sound because you have an equivalence between, for instance, the event horizon of a black hole and thermodynamics. There's an
Okay,
equivalence there between the Bekenstein
have
bound.
we proven any of this?
Yes, all of it. It's thousands of papers about this. This is why
Are there
Stephen
any
Hawking.
experiments?
Yes, that's why Stephen Hawking
Like
said it
what?
was the page curve, which shows information can escape the event horizon of a black hole. For
Where
instance,
where have we done this? That's what I'm asking.
there's thousands of papers that show this stuff. This is
Are the
just not.
papers experiments or
There's
mathematical proofs?
experiments. There's theoretically sound mathematical proofs, experiments, and
Okay,
there's things that
we
match
can
what we.
mathematically prove all
But there's
kinds of
things that
things
we.
that aren't real.
There's things that we are that match what we observe in nature. If you have a Bekenstein bound, we can limit. We can calculate the limit of how much information can fit into a volume of space. And then when we calculate that and we get a number that's not proportional to its volume, scientists is going to naturally ask, well, wait a minute, it's proportional to its surface area surrounding its volume, a two-dimensional surface area, not its volume. So naturally, scientists are going to say, wait a minute, we're doing these tests over
What
and
does
over
this
and
have to
over
do with
again,
evolution?
and we getting the same. It has everything to do with it. This is why Stephen
The
Hawking said
Bekenstein bound has nothing to do with
it does.
evolution.
This is why he said the
How?
universe is a Stephen Hawking's last last paper. Him and Thomas Hertog said the universe is a hologram, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me how the universe being
I'm
a
a-
hologram, even if that was true, means evolution can't occur.
It means that evolution is not locally real. It happens because
Why would that
it's
matter?
not
This would
local.
mean you're not locally real.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why it would matter.
Angel, this would mean you're not locally
But
real.
let me tell you why this will matter.
Why should I talk to you if you're not even locally real?
Let me tell you why this will matter. Because when you have a violation of local realism, it means that information that we think something is occurring locally, the information is actually spread out non-locally throughout space-time and all of space-time. So it takes all of space-time
How
is
does that make
calculating
evolution impossible?
calculating what you see locally. And this is why all these scientists are going towards the holographic principle. It's because
Great.
holographic
Let's
duality.
just pretend it's true. Why does that mean that evolution doesn't
It
occur?
means that if you have say a black hole that occurs 200 million light years away,
That
and
has
you have
nothing to do with evolution on Earth.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have a black hole that's 200 million miles away, and when the black hole forms, a two-dimensional event horizon forms on the black hole. And so all the information that falls into the black hole is on the event horizon of the black hole.
What does this have to do with evolution occurring
I'm
on
about to
Earth?
tell you right now.
Oh, you
If
better tell me quick.
even if any life didn't fall into that black hole, an event horizon, you could still recreate the whole universe from that one black hole 200 million light years away. You could recreate evolution. You could recreate the entire universe. That's what a hologram is. If you
So
take
what?
holographic film, you could take a part of the film and you could create the whole image from just a part of the film. And that's
So
why you
what?
see scientists. So what? That's why you see scientists talking about this so much.
What does that have to
Look
do
at
with
this.
evolution? You said, I'm
The
getting to
case for
there,
black
and then you
holes
never
being-
got
hold
there.
up. The case for black holes
You
being
turned
nothing but
left instead of
holograms.
right.
I'm telling you, I just told you that it takes information from throughout the universe to give
So
you evolution.
what?
Evolution doesn't come from a puddle of mud. It comes from information that's encoded in space-time throughout the entire universe. That's why if any part of the universe falls into a black hole, it could create evolution again. It can create the whole of the universe
Well, then
because
evolution
it contains all
happens.
the information necessary to create the universe. So of course, evolution
Blitz,
can't be
hear my
locally
prayer.
real. It can't be about some primordial
Blitz,
goose
hear my
or
prayer.
primordial soup. It can't be about you
Blitz,
think it
hear
come
my
out of
prayer.
some. You think hold up. You actually think it comes from magical mud. I'm telling you, it comes
No,
from
don't
encoded
tell me what I
information.
think.
It comes from encoded information that's encoded
Great.
throughout all of space-time.
So evolution does happen.
And it's encoded throughout all of
Blitz,
space.
hear my prayer.
And this is why all of these scientists are saying that space-time breaks down. And you got scientists calling it illusion. Third dimension is an illusion. Science.
Okay,
that
you're
breaks
an
down the
illusion. Why should I
information.
listen to you?
That it breaks
You're not
down-
locally real.
No.
You're part of a
no.
hologram. You're not real. You're a
but-
three-dimensional being that is
You're the
apparently
one that
isn't
came from
even
the
really
mud.
anything or anything like that.
Hey,
Why should I listen to
rolling
you?
I'm rolling with Leonard Susskind and Stephen Hawking and Juan Malsadino.
They are
and Gerald Huber.
holograms in a
I'm rolling with some of
holographic
the top
universe,
physicists
and they're
in the
not
world
locally
today.
real either.
You believe in that nonsense about primordial soup, not me.
You believe that
I don't
things
believe
that
that
you believe that
nonsense.
nothing is locally real,
and this supports
and then you
actually
cite
supports,
things that are part of this
this actually supports the Bible. The Bible
non-locally
says
real
that all
universe
things are
to
held
prove that
together.
other things that aren't locally real either really
It
aren't
says that
locally
all
real.
things, our third dimension is falling apart at the seams, just like the Bible says. It says Jesus Christ holds all
there.
things together. The universe is
That's
held
there.
together through the word.
That's still
That's
there.
what a hollow is
Is
held
this
together
still
by
here?
information,
Is this
not by
still
some
here?
primordial soup, not by some primordial goo. Look,
Angel,
you
this
say
is really weird
you know
because
what's
I know
funny?
that you believe in
Let me,
evolution. So I'm really
but
confused.
no, I believe when I talk about evolution, this is why I'm always talking about information encoded. It happens because it's information encoded in a sequence of codons. Like for valine, we could store Harvard stores 70 billion ebooks books on a drop of DNA. It's something that has a correlation of digital and analog information. So I think it comes from information, not from some primordial soup. And